Hello and welcome to this bonus episode of Which Way Next. We have made this mini episode to say thank you and celebrate reaching 100 downloads. Yay!
Woo! Thank you so much to those of you who have downloaded and listened to our podcast, and those of you who have liked, followed, and reached out to us on our social media. We have truly been overwhelmed by your response. Emma, hasn't it just been amazing?
It really has. I'm really shocked actually how well it's done. I shouldn't be. I think we've done really well, but it's wonderful. It's been a bit strange putting everything, our personal thoughts and, what's normally our private life sort of out there for other people to listen to. I
Yep.
guess it's quite liberating. I'm not hiding anymore. I'm just going to be me.
Yay, I love that for you and for me. I completely agree. It's been I don't know, it's been an unknown journey, just sending the episode out into the universe and not knowing what we're going to get back. I hadn't really thought about the fact that people would actually listen to the podcast. I just thought of it as a podcast, and the numbers were going up and stuff, which I was not expecting. I thought we'd have 3 listeners in the first few days, and then suddenly we're celebrating 50 downloads, and I was like, wow, 50 downloads, that's amazing. But it wasn't until we started getting actual comments on social media and stuff and feedback that it really hit me that people are actually listening to our words and our thoughts and what we're saying, and they're connecting with it. And it was when you sent me that comment that somebody had made on another Facebook group about the podcast and related to some things I said about my mum, and to us being neurodivergent. And I was like, oh, wow, we've actually made a connection with that person just by putting out a recording of our voices. And that is magic.
It really is magic, isn't it? It's quite heartwarming to see, those connections and other people just coming out there and saying, yay, we're the same as you.
Yay, weirdos
We're not
unite.
the only weird ones.
Which is totally what we said we wanted as well. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just used to putting things out into the audience, the universe, and not quite getting back what I'd hoped for. Whereas with this, it just felt like such a natural thing for us to do. And it was just the two of us as good friends having a conversation with each other that we happened to record. And I think that's probably why it's been successful so far, is because it was just so authentic. And so it has connected with the right people and found its way to the right people.
Yeah, we've got to trust in the divine timing of the universe. That's actually one of my oracle cards that keep coming up.
And 3 of mine that I did as our joint reading the other day, the oracle cards we did for the podcast, which was crazy. We'll have to share that on social media actually, because yeah, it was divine timing was definitely the key phrase, wasn't it?
It really was. And talking about the social media, it's probably a good time for me to remind people that we do have a Facebook community, which is called Which Way Next community. And it's actually a group just for all our listeners to go on there and chat about all this stuff, talk about the podcast episodes. If you've got any questions, or even if you've got things you want to, reach out about and talk about, and that we could maybe put out there on our podcast, it can all be done there on our community. And it has a password, and the password is Med and Emma. It's going to ask you who the hosts' names are, so hopefully you'll remember.
Yeah, so that can be found on Facebook groups. We do have a Facebook page also, and obviously we're on all the usual stuff like Instagram, and we're attempting TikTok. So, as Emma said, we would like you to reach out with like your stories about anything witchy, and we have got a post that we've put out into the cosmos at the moment that is asking for any of your magical experiences, whether you've had something big or small, paranormal happen to you, or a spell that has worked for you, and or just cosmic timing, anything that you have felt that has proved to you um, that there is more than we know, and there is, and magic does exist. We'd love to hear it for our future podcast. So if you're happy to send your stories to us, you can reach out to us in our DMs on social media, or you can email whichwaynext@gmail.com.
We'd like to take this moment just to share some of the reviews that we've already received, which we're so grateful for. The first one is from Aira, and Aira says, I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm already looking forward to the next one. The meditation at the end really helped with a stressful workday, so thank you. That was really lovely. Thank
Aw,
you,
thanks so much,
Aira.
Aira. The next review is from Laura. What a fantastic introduction. Brilliant episode, ladies. Really looking forward to hearing more. Thank you so much, Laura. That means so much.
That really does. We've also had a review from Alison, and Alison says, Hi, ladies. Really enjoyed your first podcast. How often will they be? I'll answer that in a moment. I've always felt very grounded in forests, even as a small child. They made me feel safe and connected. I recognise that I'm an empath and find it challenging sometimes to protect myself from negative energy and people. Maybe you could discuss this one in one of your future podcasts. We're definitely going to keep note of that one. So
yeah, 100%.
This watch this space. Love the meditation at the end. Thank you both. That's a brilliant review and some good ideas for us to look into.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alison. And I really relate to what you said about being an empath and needing to protect yourself from negative energy. It took me many years to realize that a lot of my overwhelm was from being an empath and having negative energy around surrounding me. We did recently make some spell jar necklaces for protection while we were at the witchy retreat we attended. And I do have a story that I want to share in the next episode about how that actually worked for me. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so Emma, do you want to play a game?
Sounds a bit scary.
It's a
Let
game.
me in for here. You're going to drag me out of my comfort zone again, aren't you?
No, it's a
No.
light game, a light topic game. So
Oh, okay.
it's called Magical Must-Haves.
Oh, that sounds all right. Go on then, fire it at me.
Okay, so it works like this. I'm going to ask you a question. It's just basically a little like witchy picks of the week kind of thing. So, your current favorite herbal tea?
Oh, current favourite, lemon and ginger. I knew you'd do that. I love it. First thing in the morning, it's a nice pick me up.
I love the lemon, not the ginger so much, which is weird because I love ginger biscuits. So
Yeah, that's weird.
my favorite herbal tea at the moment is definitely turmeric, and it's really helping with my gallbladder issues too. So it's lucky that I love it.
Oh, turmeric is great. That's one I have like several times a day. So
Yeah.
it really helps with an autoimmune disorder I have. So yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Current tarot or oracle card that's speaking to you?
Um, I really like this one that I actually pulled today, and I've had it a few times. It says, release fears and doubts that hold you back from living fully. And I'm very much one of those people who, like we said in the last podcast, Med has to drag me out of my comfort zone all the time. because I constantly have those fears and doubts, and I need a bit of a nudge sometimes. So it's nice to have the reminder on the oracle cards.
And it's nice that the cards are doing some of the heavy lifting for me as well. Thank you, cards.
What about yours?
My favourite card at the moment is one I pulled the other day. It's called Prosperity Sisters Are Happiness and Joy. And it was pulled just the right time for me because it was a time where I was deciding to pause my craft workshops, not because I don't love them, but because I felt like it'd become about chasing the numbers. And that is really not my authentic way of being. I like to do things from my heart. I like to put everything I can into them. And for me, the reason for doing them was more about community and creating the right community and having the right people attend. So it's kind of confirmed everything I was feeling at the time and confirmed that I was doing the right things by pausing them. Yeah. So one of my favorite little quotes it said about it was finding help along the way, putting people above profit. So I do work with the charity already, and I do hold some of my workshops via that charity. And I think that's what I would like to focus on more so than simply having paid for places. So yeah, that's my favourite one at the moment.
No, I totally understand that about you know, not wanting to chase the numbers and things. I run craft workshops myself, and thankfully I think I've got the right balance there, that it's something that I'm doing and I'm enjoying, whereas I used to make things to sell, and that's where I just felt like I was a bit of a production line and I was trying to chase the sales constantly, and it was so much pressure. I didn't want that. I wanted to be able to connect with people doing something that I use for my own sort of mental well-being anyway, and just share the benefits of it. Crafting was something I do, for myself, and then I was suddenly not feeling like it was for me. So you have to kind of, yeah, walk away sometimes, get the
Yeah,
right balance.
I totally relate to what you're saying, having sold crafts for a living before also. Yeah, it just takes the passion out of it and it makes things very difficult if you're not that way inclined and you're doing things from a creative and passionate point of view. Like you said about finding the balance, but I didn't feel like I had the enough time and energy to put into finding the balance for that currently with everything else going on in life. So yeah,
Tell me about it.
crystal you've been drawn to.
A crystal I've been drawn to. Um, I haven't really been using my crystals as much at the moment. I have one, and I can't even remember what it's called. It's a lovely kind of I'd say kind of a mossy green color and speckled. And I should know what it's called, but my brain's not
Is it a
working at the
moss
moment.
agate?
And that's
I've probably said it,
no, it's not a
probably said it
moss.
wrong.
No, it's not moss agate. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but that one has been sat with my oracle cards. I just
Nice.
I don't think it really matters if whether you know what a crystal um, does, or its name, or even the benefits they say that it's got. If you feel drawn to it, then use it.
So I completely agree. I think that as with everything, it all comes down to intuition. And um, if you're feeling the energy and the connection with a crystal or with any of your tools, I think then that's correct. My favorite crystal at the moment is actually the moss agate. So I've been wearing a beautiful necklace that has like a little silver cage made for holding the crystal, and the necklace was actually gifted to me by a lovely member of my Woodland Moon Vibes community who makes and sells them on Etsy, and I just feel that it's the perfect crystal for me because it's all about grounding, connection to nature, and everything that is the fibre of my being, really. Okay, I have one more question for you. Favorite witchy vibe item that you have at the moment?
Oh, okay. So witchy vibe things. It's got to be my popsy dresses.
I knew the answer, but I still had to ask.
They are my favourite thing at the moment, and I've got quite a few. I don't think you can have too many of them, but they've all pretty much all got some sort of magical theme. So um, there's one of my favourite ones that's got like spell bottles on it, and I've got ones with like toadstools and just oh, what else? And astrology, all sorts of things. So yeah, my popsy dresses.
Yep, and I completely agree. 100%. My favorite witchy vibe items that I have are my popsy dresses. We are both sitting here, by the way, on a Zoom call, making our podcast in different popsy dresses.
And we're not doing it's not an advert for Popsy in any way. There are other lovely dress manufacturers out there, but that happens to be our favourite.
100%. Okay, so that brings our magical must-have section to a halt. We'd love for you to get in touch and let us know what your favorite magical must-haves are. If you want to follow the same kind of questions we ask and give us your answers, feel free. If you just have something you want to tell us about that you love, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, you can do that on our Facebook community page. So that's which way next question mark community. And the password, like I said before, is Med and Emma.
We're nearing the end of this bonus episode now, but before we go, we'd like to thank you again and gift you this bonus meditation led by Emma. If you are currently driving or not in the position to fully relax, please pause the episode now and find a moment where you can rejoin us and enjoy our meditation.
Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and gently let it go. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feel yourself begin to soften. Allow your body to relax. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your thoughts begin to drift like a mist in the forest. Now imagine you are walking through a quiet woodland path at twilight. The trees above you form a gentle canopy, and the moon is just beginning to rise. You can hear the soft rustle of leaves, the crunch beneath your feet. This forest is sacred. It knows you. It welcomes you. You feel safe here, completely at ease. You walk until you come to a small clearing. In the centre is a stone circle. You step inside it, and as you do, you feel the energy shift. This is your space, your circle of power. You sit down at the centre and feel the earth beneath you, supporting you, holding you, rooting you. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet down into the earth, spreading wide and deep, connecting you to the ancient energy of the land. You are safe, you are held, you are connected. In this stillness, you feel something flicker to life inside you, a small spark of light in your belly, your inner flame. With every breath, it grows stronger, a soft golden glow rising up through your body, filling your chest, illuminating your heart. This is your magic, your intuition, your knowing. Take a moment to sit with it. Ask yourself gently, What do I need to know right now? Don't force an answer, just listen. Let images, words, or feelings come and go. You are wise, you are powerful, you are ready. When you feel complete, let the glow gently fade back into your center, but know it's still there, always with you. Now begin to return. Feel your breath in your body. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel your hands and feet. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Gently bring your awareness back to the room, to your space, to the present moment. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Carry your magic with you.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I really needed that.
I've really enjoyed sharing that meditation with you, and I've loved making this mini episode. I'm really looking forward to sharing our next one with you, which we're actually working on now.
Yes, thank you for tuning into our mini episode. We hope to bring our regular episodes to you monthly for now, but I'm sure as time goes on, our content will become more frequent. Thank you again for being part of our journey on Which Way Next. So I've been Med.
And I've been Emma, and we leave you with the question, which way next?
See you soon.
Bye.
So I've been Med.
And I've not been Med, I've been Emma.
And thank you for joining us. I can't even. For sake. Some warning.
You said something about I'm sure it was something like meeting in our DMs, and there was me thinking about Doc Martin boots. I'll be wearing my DMs.
In the forest. Come and meet and tell us about it around the fire. I wish that was like more of a thing. Can't we just like find a which way next little cabin in the woods and be there and people can just drop by and tell us their stories while wearing DMs?
Yeah.